Hi everyone, it's Lynn from DevineCentral. Welcome back to my channel. Gosh, it's been a minute, hasn't it? I don't even remember the last time I recorded anything. There's been a real change, a turn of events, if you will, for me in the last 5 weeks. And I kind of wanted to share my story because it has an interesting ending. It starts out by I met this really interesting woman. She has a shop in a town nearby, and she doesn't read tarot anymore. And I said, "Why not?" And she said, "I got bored." I must say, she does do a whole bunch of really interesting, I don't know, off the beaten path, other modalities that she's very successful at. But with all the time and the money and the commitment that I've invested in tarot over the last 10 years reading professionally, and well, 3 decades before that, reading as friends and family, gosh, I would never even have considered uttering those words. I'm bored. I mean, what if it weren't true? Or what if there was only a momentary lapse in my learning curve? By uttering those words out into the universe, was I going to make that true? Now, my first discussion with her was 90 days ago. And since then, she's taught me some amazingly interesting options for my little tarot shop. But unfortunately, in that same time period, I was also struck down by a debilitating medical condition. It's not really a secret. It was severe spinal stenosis, and I woke up April 1st and couldn't stand up, couldn't get out of bed, and that has led to a very long and painful last 5 weeks. And during the downtime, it got me thinking about how my readings have really evolved since I opened my shop. I mean, I was proud of my ability to crank out really good, accurate 12 to 15 minute readings at fairs and festivals. And all that morphed into kind of a 45 minutes to an hour long reading in my shop. I mean, let's face it, when you have a shop, you don't have people, lined up outside the door to get readings every day like you do at an event, right? So for me, it allowed me to really listen to people and get to know what they need and hear what's lacking in their lives and why they're at my table in the first place. So I came to realize that I needed more of a healing component, not just for them, but for me too. So here's what I've done. I have added to my menu, along with my tarot reading and my crystals reading, I have added energy cleansings, chakra balancing, candle wax reading. I have brushed off my basic numerology report, which I really enjoyed providing along with every tarot reading when I started my Etsy shop. Brought that back out. I also have added this little Palo Santo lunar little reading ditty. And I'm also sending home with every chakra client an affirmation sheet for whatever area that they need the most help in. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. I'm working on one more project that I want to tell you about. The addition of my chakra work, taught to me by this wonderful lady, prompted me to peruse my bookshelves for some chakra books. I was pretty sure I had a couple, but yet, come to find out, I had one even more important, and it is called Tarot Healer. Let's see if I can get that there for you. There we go. Tarot Healer. It's by Lisa Robertson. And it combines tarot cards with just a simple, clear understanding of how chakras work in our everyday lives. And it allows us to use tarot cards to help us heal our chakra energy centers. Now, I'm going to warn you right now, this is an amazing book, but it is not a simple read. It has chapters that are like a page and a half to 2 pages, but then it has exercises. There's got to be like 50 exercises in this book. And you can't really get the most out of this book without doing the exercises. So it's an exhausting project. It filled an entire composition notebook. I don't think I've done that much essay work since high school. I have a friend that shared that sentiment with me. Anyway, it was an exhausting project, but it was exactly what I needed these past few weeks to just create a deep dive into helping people figure out what's blocking them and why, and how are we going to help them get out of it. And I'll tell you, it was a lifesaver, because this has been probably the darkest last, month and a half of my adult life. So I'm anxious to add this deep dive that I'm intending on doing with tarot cards into the chakra work as part of my Self-Care Sunday program that I'm trying to create for my shop. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Is it okay to feel bored with tarot after all you've invested in it? I've decided life is too short to stay in one place as long as I have. By allowing myself to step away for a few short weeks and put all my time and attention into learning new modalities, the path eventually took me right back to tarot. Unbelievable. Reading one book that's been languishing in my vast tarot library for probably 4 years that I never read. And this lets me now experiment with something new, and it's just a much deeper working knowledge of tarot. Don't be afraid to say it. I'm bored. And boredom wasn't the end for me. It was just a really powerful pivot. Anyway, I'm back. I know people really like to see me do readings and all the different takes that I have on the cards. And I'm going to get back into doing some more spread work. It's going to be easier for me with everything else that I've got going on. And eventually I will start showing you some of this other stuff that I'm doing. In the meantime, please like and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.